Okay, hello team. This is Jose, and I am gonna give you guys a quick webinar about pretty much a review what happened today. Today we actually had another amazing day, and I'm talking about calls, exits based on these calls, and based on entries and potentials, and how pretty much precise we were even with the exits, but also with the entries. Like based on the momentum, how we were trying to attack. And if you were to understand, technical analysis, the way we trade based on the FITSO, you'll be able to understand how easy the dips, the opportunities become, what we're using that type of indicator. But for right now, I'm not gonna, kind of show you guys what happened today and why was it called and the reason that it was called. And that is why I'm gonna put it down. And it's gonna be, pretty much like three tickers. So three tickers. And now you know how we brought it down and pretty much when we brought it into mind and how we ended up training like as a team. So we're gonna start off with the first one that we started, as you can see, at 8:49 in the morning. The is potential for to run 310 to weekly and daily strong. Potential to dip and ride. That's dip where it's at as soon as you see it and ride. Or 1 minute resist dip. Listen to this: 1 minute resist dip. That's another option with the 280 risk when the alert was called. So that's pretty much the action that's happening right now and then. And so we're gonna start off pretty much go to DS. Where's that now? Let's go to DS. And yeah, look, sitting at 291 with the risk. I said 280, and that was based on that potential back whenever we were trading this. So we're gonna pretty much bring it down, and we're gonna post here the picture what time it was posted. As you can see, it was 295, and it was also mentioned. I was given here, as you can see, 297, and that's dip and ride on 1 minute reset. Now we're gonna pretty much break it down into the 1 minute. As you can see, it was alerted here, 295. Dip and ride means you dip and ride, right? And he runs PT up to 10 and up. Once he runs PT, obviously you're not going to attack that high, and there's a reason why I called this high. And it just basically was a little bit quick, and not even a 1 minute there is a dip. Let me show you this. Look at this 1 minute recent dip into 295, and guess what it does? Beautiful 315, and it does exactly what was mentioned. So we're gonna break it down here. Or what I mean, look, we're gonna put a support, resistance. 210 was the PT, the price target that we chose, right? So we're gonna choose it here. That remember, I was alerted 295 to dip and ride or 1 minute reset. So 1 minute reset means the Feds will be in a reset, right? The reset gives a reset here 295 again at the level that I alerted. And guess what it does? It runs 215. And I'm sure this wasn't even just the 1 minute reset. It was probably even the 5. No, it was just the 1. But it's okay. 1 minute reset, you got your nice little what? 2 to 15 cents of profit. And this is all based how the alert was posted in. And if you put it in mind, you can look at it. It's right here at 8:49. DTS potential run 310 weekly daily strong potential to dip and ride or 1 minute reset. 280 risk. 280 risk whenever it was running up. It ran twice PT. That's a good profit take of you getting out from there. A nice profit. Why would you would have gotten out with the profit of 315? Look where it's trading at. It's trading on the 15 minutes heat. And then look at this. 1 minute reset, and it goes up again on the FEDSO. K comes to D on the 1 minute reset, and then it goes up again, runs at 315 again. And this action right here on 15 minute happens twice in the 1 minute. So overall, this 15 minute was sitting on heat, and that was ideal why I said 310 as PT. Because obviously, you would have exited this and avoided it all this, and then probably potentially, dip again in 370, 380 to probably make another 10 cents. But overall, we will focus in this area. We will focus in this potential. Now, why was this ticker call? Obviously, because it was an uptrend of 15 minutes. But let me show you something. Let me go back here to daily. Look at daily. Daily was an uptrend. You can see it was on heat. That's fine. It's been on heat. It wouldn't bother me knowing that it can still continue being on heat. What I want to focus is who's in control, knowing that this is on heat. Then I go in deeper. You see who is on deep, who's at better formation, which is the weekly. Weekly's in the bullish mode. Daily could end up, staying on here for a little bit as long as weekly's bullish. As you can see, here's the higher high push where, obviously the weekly was pretty much touching heat by then. So the higher high was, a quick fake out and back down. That's what pretty much, long players from this little dip here were looking into. So we're going to keep going this, and here pretty much also explain why was an exit and the potential, as you can see, weekly potential, daily potential, and also was 4 hours potential. Because look at it, we were in a 4 hours potential. It was pushing when it was pushing when it pushed 315. But guess who came down to K? Guess who came down to D? K did. Came down, pulled back, and guess why it pulled back? K on 4 hours had enough room to pull back to D. 15 minutes was on heat, and he had that enough room for K to come to D. Was the whole reset. Where was, the price was going to bounce? It was going to bounce. K bouncing on D on 4 hours, making 15 minutes. And if you were watching me, if you were watching 4 hours, you would have noticed that it was going to, probably potentially bounce there and give you another 10 cents bounce based on the oversold and based on 4 hours, K on D. So overall, like I said, weekly potential when it was trading based on the higher high push. Daily potential staying over heat, but had potential to push more. 4 hours was over, trading an uptrend. It was showing me potential to push at least the higher high. And we had 30 minutes as well. When it was pushing, you can see it was an uptrend. It was, midway, but it was there uptrending. And then, oh my God, almost died there. And then 15 minutes, we're an uptrend. And he came down from a pre-market dip of oversold as a higher low. So that's another important factor, right? By looking at the market open, it was trading pretty constantly. So I was like, okay, let me alert it. And then we went. Ran PT, ran twice as planned. And this was not even edited. Look at it. There's no edited pictures here. And this is why, like I said, it's based on, how we're doing it. And so today we're just pretty much going to show you this quick ticker. So this is one, BTS. And like I said, this is what it did. It did exactly how, it gave 2 times the opportunity to dip this ticker and make money on it. Basically, what I respected your plan and respected the plan that it was given in this ticker here. Now we're going to move down to SIOX. SIOX, as you can see here, SIOX. I'm going to name how it pretty much sounds. So SIOX. This was a quick in and out. Quick in and out. You dip and ride. Quick in and out means that you don't look for no entries. You dip what is that. So where was the ticker alerted? At 385. And now let's go look at it. Where is that? Or where it went, right? SIOX. Okay, now let me show you something here. Why was there an in and out entry for this ticker? The reason why I call it in and out, and meaning that there's no potential for this thing to run a EOD run or run a midday run or run next day run. No, it had no potential for that. It actually had a strong potential to just, go back down. Why was there a reason why to that? Let me show you something. Why was there an in and out? The ticker, like I said, was alerted at 385, as you saw here. Okay, so we're gonna see pretty much like I was, I have to cut the video here, for example, but we're gonna pretty much as you can see here that the ticker was alerted at 385 for in and out, and it was trading at 385, before it started pushing. So we're gonna go back here to the 1 minute, and if you see the 1 minute here, ticker does 415, but it does not 420. But obviously, the heat was there. In and out means you do not hesitate, even if you do not get PT price target. You're going to base your exit on the heat, at least in the 1 minute, 5 minutes, depending. But I also said here, take your exit into the into the 5 minutes. And you're going to see here where the screenshot was posted. So overall, the ticker was an in and out. And we're going to put a support, and we're going to put a resistance. One resistance, but we're going to focus more into the resistance of the higher high. Of the pre-market action. Okay, so we're gonna put it here, right? And this is why I was kind of looking, for 420, at least high push and a fake down, but that's what it's in and out. So overall, whenever this ticker was alerted, it was alerted at 385. Where was 385 at? 385 was right here, guys. It was around, I believe, this area here. 365. What was 385? Let me see what the screenshot is at here. It was in 15 minutes. Yep, it was in the first push of 5 minutes. It was this first push right here. So we're already here 385, 385 are on this push here. That looks like it was it. I think so, right? Let me see. No, this is 1 minute. That's why we cannot see the same candles. Okay. So yeah, it was pushed. It was alerted on this first push here. Okay, this first push of 385 right here in this area. We asked for 320. It was an in and out. It was a quick in and out, right? What was a quick in and out? Look at the 5 minutes. It was zigzagging up for an uptrend. At least they had the potential in the 5 minutes. In this area here to push at least this high based on the volatility that the bottom candles had. These candles were pretty big. Volume was not so much in extensions towards the heat. So there was a good chance that these 5 minutes was always going to do and run this higher high, test to fake it out, whatever it's going to do. But that's what it was an in and out for you to get in and for you to get out at 3.85. The reason why this ticker was an in and also let me show you where I alerted here. We go back here, sis. I was like SIOX in and out team exit 5 minutes heat. Guess where this 5 minutes we see that? Look, 404. And that's after the first pop that it did, which was this one. It was right here, like 404. And guess what it does? Almost 315. You know, that was a perfect 1 minute heat right here of exit. That was a perfect 5 minutes heat here where it ran right after. Look at the 5 minutes heat exit. So, you know, that was me letting you know already that it was, you know, time to get out soon. 1 minute, 5 minutes heat, get out. Now, why are we going to break it down? Why was it called that it was an in and out instead of, you know, hey, you got a potential for a run a day, whatever. We're going to put these levels here. We're going to put this line here. And we're going to tell you why this line is super important and why this minute used that level of resistance to bounce back down. And it's also momentum is super important in this, but also in the way that he's setting up. Instead of, you know, set it up in downtrend, set it up to a short setup to potentially come back down. Now, we're gonna pretty much go to 4 hours. Look, 4 hours here. 4 hours. It's here downtrending already on our lower low, and it's trading. You know, it does this push of what 416 right here. Look, but guess what we're doing here? We're already coming down. So if 4 hours out of nowhere it comes down, you know, goes up here, passes, all he's doing is setting up to just goes back down lower. It's not even uptrending no more. It's downtrending. So that was giving me kind of the idea that we could easily get, you know, trapped if you don't get out when you're supposed to. Now, let me show you here daily. You see daily zigzagging in a way. It's doing its up and downs. But overall, this thing is still sitting by pre-market open. It's still sitting at 380 something. And what it wants to do is, you know, run a level and then come back down. So that's just already kind of telling you that, you know, it had the potential to, you know, pretty much it did this gap fill already. Look at the gap fill, 336, 378, and you ran, you know, 415. It filled the gap. And based on this uptrend, it also has been a struggling uptrend. You have sellers, buyers. So you're going to have a lot of sellers in a huge gap. And you're going to have, you know, buyer probably coming in to potentially have this coming back down. Because if you go deeper, you know, weekly was all the way over here. And the week hasn't ended till Monday. So that thing has the potential to kind of go back all the way down. You get what I'm saying? So long story short, if you put it in mind also here, it was a quick and out because look, 30 minutes was downtrending. And if you go deeper into 1 hour, look at 1 hour. Look at what 1 hour did. Goes to 215. Look who's using K as resistant. It's using, I mean, guess who's using, yeah, K is resistant. It's pretty much D, right? So that's a good chance that this thing is downtrending heavily. Now, let me show you 2 hours. Downtrending. This is, you know, I kind of potential to give you the knowing that 4 hours could end up failing if you go down into lower time frames. Daily could end up failing if you go down into lower time frames. Weekly could end up failing if you go down into lower time frames. And sometimes daily 4 hours will reset. But guess what? K will probably end up testing D. And that reset in the daily 4 hours could be your potential to go reset for the K bounce on weekly. So that's kind of like explanation of using how we use bigger time frames and how we move around based on the momentum. You don't stay in one, you move around. You don't stay in 1 minute, 5 minutes, you move around. So now we're gonna pretty much we're going to push ourselves into the next one. And like I was mentioning, exit in and out, taking 5 minutes heat. That was a perfect exit because I knew that 5 minutes we're going to use K's, we're going to use D as resistance in higher time frames. And this, as you can see here, I'm gonna go back here to 1 hour. Look where it did. It went boom. K used D as resistance. 5 minutes ran heat. Perfect pullback for the continuation towards a downtrend. So this is how we, I'm gonna break this one down. So now we're gonna go to the next one, and the next one was EQOS. This one's one of the beast ones today, and we hit this one right at the precise price, but also at the entry levels. And I I was mentioning, we're gonna put it here. EQOS, high risk, potential for 10 higher high, 5 minutes reset dip, and 1 minute or one. Remember this. Look at this. Type of plan that is here. You're not gonna understand it if you're new to this. You're not gonna understand what's going on. What the heck is 5 minute reset? What the heck is 1 minute reset? But you're gonna make sense when or why it's there. So, anyways, EQOS. It was given 902. 8 as risk. Potential for 10. Why I said 10? We had higher 1056. So you could run 10, 11, and 12, and so on, right? But based on this momentum of 4 hours, it was already past midway. So for us to know that this ticker would, it had the room to not really run 12, 13, 14, and to the moon, we actually just showed that he had the potential just to run at least 1050. But our PT was 10 in case he wants to, probably run 10 and pull back down, fake us out, based on how close his momentum is to heat. So because of that, we would want to just 10, and we don't want to be greedy. We don't want to, ask for more. We don't want to go to the moon. We don't want to be like, hey, guys, hold as it pulls back down, hold because it's going to go to the moon. None of that. We wanted to make sure that we want what we're looking for, and if you have a plan from before, that's what you get in. So what I'm saying, the risk is 8. Why was risk as 8? It was previous day high. Previous now being support. So now that was a good chance that this ticker wanted to pull back down and basically that momentum on the higher time frames, which is 4 hours. And I believe daily was strong here. I'm gonna show you why daily was strong as well on that one and why it kept pushing. So overall, you can see we alerted it 902. And as you can see here again, 902, 910, 902. But overall, because we was trading between those two screenshots that I was posting. So 5 minutes reset dip, 1 minute reset dip. Let's go back to the 5 minutes on EQOS. Just remember, this was all today. As you can see today at 9:46, and there was no edited to it. It is how it is. It's how it's posted. We don't trying to fake you about about this, about that. So it is what it is. So we're gonna show you what EQOS was important to me. Look what this beautiful thing what it ran. $11. Look what we were looking for before. The 1056. I'm talking about it was dead spot on how we nailed this ticker. So we're gonna break it down here, and we're gonna see pretty much what they did right here. BWAP, doing in action. This ticker wants to alert. We alerted it. Let me see here. I'm putting the lines here, guys, for you. Support resistance. Okay. So we can try breaking it down. What I mean by resets. Okay. We alerted this ticker right at the start of this, right here, guys. Come on, how can you predict this? You have to be, you have to be really good at the market, but not the market. But you have to be able to understand what's happening to predict big movements. So then we was alerting this. This is the start, of a push. And so I said 5 minutes reset, right? Or 1 minute reset. Simple. There goes one. Why this was a reset? If you think about it, look, go back to 1 minute. That 1 minute, if I put this line back over here, because sometimes, lines that you put move into, if you move into different time frames, if I go back to, you're going to tell that that's, coming down and up back up. You're going to see here that, 1 minute reset. And as you can see what I noticed here, he says 1 minute reset dip or 5 minutes or 1 minute reset dips only. So think about it. I'm going to show you other 1 minute reset dips. This is the first one that came in, right? And this is where we are first alerted here. So there goes 1. There goes 2 here. There goes 3 here. There goes 4 here before it runs up again. So this is before the push, before we even call potential. And if you look about it, I'm going to go put it on here. EQOS. Let me show you EQOS. I'm going to jump to it. Look at this. Is SIOX just going to keep tanking when he hopes a reversal? And I was like, yeah, he's going to keep tanking and die. And this is after the first alert because, you know, like if you keep a bad entry, you don't respect your entries, you're going to get caught and get trapped. And this is why I said in and out, you know, easily for you to be able to kind of not get caught into these kind of things. And then overall, EQOS has a nice build up and range. This is why I gave him, right? And here comes EQOS for EQOS PT. And, you know, bam, 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 bam. And I'm going to show you about this little part right here. You're going to be, you know, it's going to be crazy right here. But anyways, EQOS, I told him, building intentions, 928, you know. And then this was given to him pretty much for him to keep attention on it. But this is, you know, it's also not just for me, but it's also for all the members in there. So we're going to show you here. You're going to notice uptrending, right? And you got the 5 minutes FETO. And guess what he does right after I tell him of 928? He runs about $2. And remember our alerts here first. We're going back here to alert of EQOS at $9. Yeah, we alerted it here for 5 minutes reset or 1 minute reset only. Now, this is 1 minute reset. Easy for you to dip and potentially, you know, make $2 profit. And guess what he runs? He runs to $10. I'm going to show you here. 1040. And I even said it here. If we go to EQOS, we could go back down. I said EQOS, here we go, 10, locking partial. We'll ride a little bit for more. 990, we're about to get our 10. And that's letting members know I hear, you know, I hear that it's coming. EQOS, let's go 970. And that's what I mean, you know. You know what to do. A lot of EQOS are 1098. So we were out of EQOS at 1098. And that was a tree when it did this. And it came back down to 1098. So, you know, it did a little pullback. And I was done with it. I made my little profit. And, you know, it went up again. So pretty much now we're going to look back. We're going to look back real quick. 5 minutes reset. This is another key. Now we're going to look back to 5 minutes. And guess what happens here, guys? We're going to put these resets as white lines here. There goes 1. There goes 2. And guess what price goes after? It goes from what? $9.40 to $11 on a nice squeeze. Even halted here because I was stuck in it. I was dipping in this area with this other member of mine, and we just, you know, took it. Boom! It just went up. So, you know, we made good money because it moved another $2. So I was locking about, you know, over $3 in profit in just 2 moves. And as you can see, you know, alerted, and I like, as you can see, 5 minutes, 1 minute reset. Now we're gonna go back here to these 2 area. You're gonna notice the 5 minutes and the 1 minute reset. You see what it does here? 5 minutes reset, 1 minute reset. You get another reset here. You get another one, and that's the quiz in between 2 double resets in the 5 minutes and about 3 resets in the 1 minute for you to get a squeeze from that level of entry into the level of top. So now, this is just based on this, right? And like I said, oh yeah, let me break it down why it was alerted. Look at this daily. This daily had the room for the high potential, momentum. He's done it before. It has that volatility to run big moves. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on this and I'm going to see what's up so we can focus on these big moves. And that's why I wanted to kind of focus in this higher high first. There's a lot of tests here, then it goes back down. And that was pretty much $10 around. So if this thing wanted to run and the momentum, we wanted to stretch it because when it was trading here. And when it stretched that 12, almost $12, it was here. So whenever, you know, like I said, daily had room, it had that room to be bought. It had that room for price to get pushing. Many people believe that it's float and all this, you know, whatever. It's all based on room, the momentum, how strong it is, especially the float, and how much room it has to be bought up, but also be released of steam when it becomes too hot and attention comes in too deep. So overall, it was a perfect exit and entry. You know, and then as you can see, I'm gonna keep going down here. EQOS, here we go, 10 lock in profit. And then I was like, Echo. And my last logged, I think it was right here. I said EQOS all out. I know I'll put it. Here it goes. Yep, it goes all out EQOS 1098. And I was out. You know, and then like I said, I did another entry, but it was later on. It was never alerted because you know it was a little too risky. And then I wanted to put members in a bad situation because they already had made some really good money so far based on NXTD. So, you know, overall, this thing ran, you know, good money. It did what it did. And so we did what it did. So we end up, based on the potential, it was because of the weekly, the daily. You can see the daily. I mean, weekly was uptrending. And there's a lot of volatility happening in this, you know, in this weekly. And also, momentum was pretty strong in the daily. And as you can see here, 4 hours, you see 4 hours when it was pushing this $11, you can see here that was the uptrend. And so overall, it did what it, you know, like I said, it did pretty good. It held pretty good, and then we alerted price exit and everything, as you know, as mentioned. So overall, you still had 2 chances to make money in this ticker, just as much as the S. The S, which is what I mean, the first one. Remember the S, 295, 315, 295, 315, based on what? 5 minutes, 1 minute reset, 5 minutes, 1 minute reset. Same pattern, guys. It's real, you know, it's pretty easy. So now we're going to pretty alert our beast one. And that's going to be NXTD. And I'm going to show you why NXTD was our best one. Now, let me put it here. NXTD. Let me see right here real quick. Okay. So NXTD. Now we're gonna do echo because that's how we found that let's see real quick here. Okay, right here. Okay, so right here, my friend here, creepy guy, he's bring out, you know, NXTD, and we're like, hey, this thing can be, you know, all runner based on potential, so on and so on. So we just keep discussing it, you know, I just let it go. And I don't know where, you know, crypto's doing all these pushes and NXTD doing all these pushes. And then I was mentioning, at least I read something, someone said that it was crypto related. And this thing, you know, gave me so much interest to me because it had momentum, fresh momentum. It had never run before. And I know it just popped because BTC pops. That's just a fresh momentum coming out, you know, out of nowhere. So overall, you know, based on the volume of weekly and daily and all that, in the FETO and the higher time frames, candles and all that, that's what we were able to tell that this thing, you know, wanted a higher high. So we're gonna put it here. He started off like I said, NXTD. Wow, you know, blah, blah, blah. Is it crypto related? He's like, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, okay, I thought you mentioned it, something like that. And then, you know, we could move in something forward. I mean, we can move him down. And then we're like, and then, you know, my friend here, another one says, yes, haha, the answer is, you know, that it is crypto related. And then, you know, that's my, you know, not knowing what I was buying, you know, so on and so on. So here goes. Then I was like, then $1. Y'all better buy the dips on NXTD. And I was like, y'all better buy the dips. And then, you know, he made the money go boom. So I mean, he made the money go boom. So I was like, and he said, grab them dips for 90 to 1 or YOLO it. XD, but I'm a YOLO it due to crypto. This is what you need. You need to, you know, need a team that's gonna, you know, pretty much give you plans, but also you have to, you know, make sure you know what you're doing and have someone that can guide you based on what the main interest is at. So NXTD, grab them dips for 90 or 1. And then real quick, am I safe to hold a few hours to a most? And I was like, yes. And remember, this was about 2 hours ago. Now let's go back to NXTD. And this thing was still running. We go back to 5 minutes real quick. This is where everyone kind of, you know, thought that it was going to be done. But okay. So we're going to start here. Our first alert was this. It runs up, you know, 285. And then it comes back down to this level of 66 almost $66, right? And then 5 minutes wants to run the BWAP so easily. It just, I'm just gonna break BWAP real quick for you, and I'm gonna run even higher, so I can hold a higher low whenever I want to come down again. That's the kind of idea that came down to me. If if Vessel uses BWAP as resistance, there's a good chance that's going to keep downtrending in short for setup. But this thing just broke BWAP so easily, so it's a heck of a lot of buyers in this, right? So overall, we're gonna start building on trends. Clean chart, resistance support, and we're gonna go back to our alert. Remember, there was a 1041. I mean 1140, 1149. So it was here. This thing is this thing is an hour ahead, and this was an hour behind. So I think it's an hour ahead, and that was an hour. Okay, yeah. This was the regular. This is my regular time. This was an hour ahead. So we're gonna show here that is oh what? I don't even know what's going on. Can't remember. But okay. So we alerted it at 11. Was it 11? I know it wasn't around this area. Let me see. EQOS. No. Okay, I think it was around this area that we alerted, but I'm gonna show you where my other alert was in, and that was it has a picture. But I know our first alert was here in an 81 whenever we it ran a high, and then it came back down and wants to do this push, and this is where I was at. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to grab all the dips or grab the dips on this thing because it's going to go back up. So we're gonna see pretty much here that this ticker. I'm gonna show you here my screenshot from. Okay, we see the alert. Look, 12 13 10 minutes. We'll go back 10 minutes so we can know where exactly we were at then. So we were right here in this area, and this is where I learned. Look, $76. So this is before. Remember, this was at 12:13. Our let me see. Go back here. Where was the one guy that we were just? And this one, remember how we found this one out in the 9? Okay, right here at 12 at 10:58. So that was an hour behind, guys. So yeah, we were actually like an hour. Look, we're on this area that we will like catch all the dips that you can. And then it wants to drop, and then we start catching the dips. So we start catching the dips, and you're gonna see here at this level of the alert, I'm like at 10 minutes at 78 cents. And I said NXTD sending up higher low risk after this higher low hold. Higher low risk after the higher low hold, because guess what it was just doing? Look at these two levels double bottoms that it did of 5 minutes. That's two double bottoms of higher lows. That's strong. Buyers are on this strong. And the reaction right after it does, that the Fed he hasn't even run midway heat, and he's already running a little higher high. The volume is super strong, and the interest, buyers, and all that is strong on this ticker. But I'm gonna show you not just because of this. It's going to be because of higher time frames as well. So we're going to bring it down here. Remember how I was telling you, catch all the dips? We're catching the dips. And then it was like, due to the 15 minutes heat at 86 again, I said, that is my exit and a higher high of 90 plus. With the risk of 87 after to keep gain. That 15 minutes sitting on heat, we'll find it time to pull back so we can risk that. And I was like locking 70% into, and I was like 88 because it started running pretty strong. So you see 88, 89. And then, 90 for the nice. Then I was like NXT 90 SPT, and that's when I locked 70%. So I rolled 30% more on my shares for one. And so remember, pretty much we alerted to catch all the dips on this ticker. And this was here. And this is double bottom. We were like, it's setting up. Because if you go back to 10 minutes, we were looking at it. This is where we were setting up at. We were setting up in this area. Yeah, but it's an hour ahead because this, look, we're alerted at 12 something, and this is showing 13 something here. So this is an hour ahead. Okay. So at 12 something, we were alerted in here for this move of, of a higher high of 90 plus. So whenever, like I said, the reason we kind of broke it down, because I'm going to show you here important factors of why this is, like I said, you had a 5 minutes reset. 1. You have a 5 minutes reset. Again, higher low. If I break this line here, that's a higher low. And remember how I was telling you, now this becomes a risk because it's double bottom. We don't want it to go up and then come back down and it just, becomes a fade. So long story short, we're going to see here that in between those two lines, look how many 1 minute reset were happening here. We got 1, we got 2. Look at this higher low, 1 minute. This is a crazy 72 to 84. That's over 10 cents. That's how you see, over 10 cents of just 1 minute. So that's that's another one. And look, a higher low for what? Another 72 to 83. Come on, guys. This is look how beautiful the comments, like how the pattern is to this resets and to these higher lows, higher highs, and then all this potential that we have. What am I missing? That just keeps playing some messed up songs. Okay, so like I said, potential higher lows, higher highs. Now we're gonna move. You know how you could have attacked. This is just the dips that attacking the potential if you wanted to catch every dip. Like I said, 1 minute reset, 1 minute reset. This is just so many dips potentials here. Look, catch every dip, and there goes another. Even this one you could have caught. That was fine. And I was saying, this is what people started kind of dipping, but averaging, catching dips, it doesn't matter, dip and ride. This had the potential with strong in buyers to go up. And so overall, have 1, 2, 3, 4, then you have 5, 6, and even this one was 1. Oh, wrong line. And even this one was 1, which was an 80 area. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got about 7 dips. And if you go back to the 5 minutes, you're gonna see that was pretty much the whole time you would have been averaging into the 5 minutes reset, and the whole time you would have been averaging into the other 5 minutes reset to push a nice higher high. Now, if you go back to 15 minutes was sitting on this heat this whole time. And it was sitting on heat, like I said, the whole time. But it was running higher highs, it was holding higher lows. 5 minutes was doing the zigzags, 1 minute was doing the high, the more zigzags, but it was high, there was a lot of volatility, a lot of price change in between. So we're gonna go back now to reading the main potential. Why this thing was potential? It wasn't because of 15 minutes, and it was not because of 30 minutes either. Because 30 minutes, as you can see, it was sitting on heat. And if this one's still sitting on heat this whole time, you're gonna probably see that 1 hour sitting on heat the whole time. 2 hours, yeah, sitting on heat the whole time. Now, this one comes to tricky. Look at this pattern, it's 4 hours. You see this 4 hours pattern? Beautiful uptrend patterns, always making boom, goes down, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs today. And because guess where pretty much this higher low here push, that was kind of this, and it makes another higher low. These using cash support, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour are not going to reset if 4 hours is bullish, and not even 4 hours. If you go up into, you had a strong uptrend Fed, so is what I mean. And you had 85. It had ran 85 already, but that didn't really focus. I didn't really think just, okay, just 4 hours. You're just going to run the 85. Crypto had a lot of volatility. This thing had the potential to keep pushing because you just keep sitting in around the same area, and this thing just kept pushing higher highs. So, it was already giving me ideas that it was going to keep pushing overall strong momentum. And it wasn't just this higher high that I was focused on. If we go back to the daily, look at this daily, strong K. Remember, like I was mentioning, K was here when I started alerting. It had that room to go up. And guess what was the higher high that I was focused in? It was this, baby, the 90. This huge one that was here, they attempt, and attempt again. Because this one, it had ran, it already ran 80. So we're not even worried about this two or this one right here or this one. It's already over it. And if we ran 85, but this thing is sitting here still, and it has that room to stretch, so daily still had that room to go up. But it wasn't just daily doing this. Let's go back to two, weekly. Weekly doing the same thing. Weekly was here, and whenever, like I said, look at this higher high of 89. 1 attempt, 2 attempt. This is the the 89 first. But look, you guys, you have so many attempts here. And if this volume of today was strong as strong as you can see, and he had a lot of volume, it was so early, volume was building up. He had the volatility, he had the Fed, so he has the the buyers, and he had the higher lows, the higher 5 minutes resets, and so on and so on. That was, you know, good potential to keep on running. It even has a continuation for just a PM pop. So overall, you know, the potential is strong in momentum. What I'm saying here, we had a in favor of us. We had the weekly, the daily, the 4 hours, you know, potential to keep pushing in the bull formation trend in our side. So if we're downtrending, it's gonna go down, and I'm gonna show you why it's so the opposite of this. This is NXTD. Same thing, same, you know, crypto two related cryptos, but the other one does the opposite of this one. This one pushes up, this one pushes down. And I'm gonna show you here BTBT. This is the last one that I want to go over real quick. And remember exit of $1. We're just looking because if something's gonna run high and it has the room to run a high, it's gonna, you know, potentially run at least past that little high a little bit. But in momentum, it hasn't really moved yet, and it has that, you know, that room to run at least $1 because it's just all based on numbers. 90, 95, 1, 110, 150, 120, 130, and 2 to, you know, if something's trading at 90, it's not going to run 2 today. That's just, you know, based how it ends. But if, like I say, it runs only 90 and then it runs 50, I mean, almost $1, or if let's say it runs 80 cents, it goes to 150, for example, right? 90 to 150. There's a good chance the next day can push if the momentum is showing room, but also is showing the potential to keep pushing based on the hold, higher low holds, 15-minute higher low holds, and so on and so on. So overall, look at this ticker. There's two differences here. This thing was already downtrending. It was midway and downtrending. And if you look, this is weekly, right? Look at the daily. This daily was downtrending. It wasn't uptrending. It wasn't pushing up. It wasn't doing none of that. And then look at 4 hours. 4 hours goes up and then crosses. Once the price falls to 640, which is, I'm going to show you here, 640. At 640, 4 hours crosses, K crosses 4 hours D. That's already showing that 4 hours is no longer bullish. Daily showing that the potential to keep downtrending. The weekly showing the potential to keep downtrending. So that's already showing that it's setting up to be a short. Now I'm going to show you the 5 minutes setup. Remember how NXTD ran the VWAP like nothing? Look at this one. It had buyers, yeah, but then how you get trapped? You don't wait. You wait on the resets. You buy, attack the resets, and this one goes up. You know, doesn't even push VWAP, struggles, and you know it goes back down. And you already know if weekly, daily, 4 hours fails, it's already setting up for a short for 4 hours to keep, you know, downtrending. So overall, 5 minute runs the heat into VWAP. And then guess what it does? It goes just makes a lower low and fails. But it's not just this one. Let me show you here. Let me show you this area here. I want you to focus in these two areas. If you go back to 15 minutes, guess who's downtrending this whole time? Guess who? I'll put this line right here. I'm gonna take this one out. And I'm gonna go to 30 minutes. Look at 30 minutes here. 30 minutes K goes on D, and guess who's that? 5 minutes going to VWAP, and guess what that means? 30 minutes inclining, 30 minutes potential to keep downtrending. And if 30 minutes, 15 minutes has the potential, guess who's going to have the potential to keep downtrending into a lower low? Yeah, this one's going to be. So overall, you know, you can see the opposite trends, the opposite potentials, and all that. So this is all going to be for today, teams. I just hope you know this is kind of like a breaking down a webinar. Not sure how long it's going to be, but overall, I hope this is, you know, becomes useful to you guys. And I will be doing more, you know, whenever when I have the opportunity, because I do try to keep a little busy here or there. But for now, like I said, a little quick entry, exit, and everything. And today, I'm going to show you that was pretty much it. And I even alerted later today of more at 97. Let me show you guys here. Look, they see locking into this one. Look what it does, 97. The last all out due to a 5-minute hits. And guess what it does? It goes to 115, and then NXTD drops to 88 cents. That's over, you know, 12 cents safe if you were to exit, but also dipped where? In the 5 minutes reset again for more. So, you know, and then you see that was that, but I'm gonna show you here to the chat. I'm gonna go back here to chat. Okay, jump to the present. I'm gonna keep going here because we chat a lot in this chat. I mean we share a lot of knowledge. I mean we always constantly there. Um, okay, here you go. NXTD, anyone looking for YOLO swing for 19 XT? It's it if you just made the higher low at 97. I gave it to you like 91, and that's whenever it started resetting 95, 96, and it goes up. But it wasn't just this time frame. We're talking about 15 minutes recovered in this area. So that's how I knew, you made room to keep going more up. So you would have made another 10 cents if you would have just probably exited in 5 minutes. But if you wanted to swing, that's fine. It looks, pretty much safe to just probably pop a PM pop. But that's pretty much it. And then, and overall, it was a pretty good day. We had a good teams, that want to go over this. So overall, we had a good team. We also have a good team. We have a good chatting group. Like I said, don't sleep. We're the best, man. Teams that hands down. And I'm always, you can see that it's cleared in my area. Why it's clear in my area? Because I'm always constantly answering questions. I never let a question die off, man. Like I'm always, if I forget, I always go back. I always literally go back and answer you probably a few minutes. I mean, like 15 minutes later. But that's if I forget, and then that rarely happens. I'm answering every single question. I'm talking about like, look, I'm gonna keep going. This is 2:32 a.m. and I'm gonna just keep going, guys. Let me see if I can just keep going here. I'm talking about like we just never stop talking. 1 p.m. Oh, we can just go up like this. Look, I'm just gonna keep going. Look, 10 in the morning, keep going. We just chat all day. Look, 3 p.m. that was yesterday. But look, today's we here early in the morning. Like we just talking about chat from early in the morning. Look, we were talking about here. Look at this. I mean, my guy here got a nice little position here, for Mara. And then even Ontis, ONTX, that's another ticket that we alerted. ONTX, we were catching dips into the under 30, under 32 for so long. Look at this consolidation here. You see this for not like I'm talking about like almost a week that it stayed right under that price. You see this? This is just under 32, man. I'm under 33. I was just catching dips. Because while I knew this thing was gonna pop, look at this weekly. Let me just gonna show you weekly here, man. Let's look at this beauty. You see this weekly, and I joke that thing wants a nice little 40 again, 45, probably a nice swing. We're just gonna wait on to see what it does next week, or not even next week, but we're definitely gonna see what it does tomorrow or Friday. You're looking for already to push, continue to push, but we'll see what's going on. Other than that, we're doing pretty good, and we're making money, man. Like I said, we're early in the morning. Look, 7:35 in the morning, 5 in the morning. We're talking about we up since 3 in the morning, and I'm alerted at 3 in the morning. Look, I'm alerting everything since early morning. No one gets up at me, and no one stays as much as late as me because, like I said, I want to make sure that I give you the attention you have. Or I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the attention you deserve, but when you come into place. I don't want to make sure, you're waiting on me to respond or you're waiting for me to get a question answer or this and that. I want to make sure that when you come in, I am there for you to help you with your trading, guidance, but to actually help you how to attack this ticker. Skills it's earned, right? But, like I said, I have spent so much time in this and I'm willing to share my skills with you. So, if you want to, walk in my journey that like you're always welcome to, but like I said, if you're trying to look for something else, especially for some members that come in but they're rarely they're trying to kind of find something so quick in 3 months and so like that, yeah, you're gonna it's gonna end pretty bad, and then you rushing into things is not gonna help you in the long run, because this thing requires a lot of time and dedication, but also learning how to do it. And once you don't have to run a chat. You can do it on your own, and you don't have to have that you're not gonna have that I want to say that distraction. You're gonna have that distraction whenever you're not gonna have that distraction whenever you're actually trading. So overall, team, like I said, learn how to trade, and then you'll be doing pretty good. So overall, we're gonna see what we do here. Well, we're gonna see what we do here, and then yeah, I was trying to fix my music. I don't know, man. It's just putting me some bad songs that I'm not even interested in on my Pandora. So so I wish everyone, a good day tomorrow, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. This video will be posted today, and I'm gonna see if I can edit it before it gets to, so on and so on. But all right, team, peace, and wish everyone good luck in trading. Never give up. Keep fighting to always learning new every day and understanding how we trade things. I'm here to teach you to improve. And like I said, without distraction, you would do way better than me. So if you can, you be able to multitask and all this, you'll be able to do way better than me. So like I said, don't give up. I have never given up. As you can see, I'm here every day. I try to get, I always improve, but I always improve with you guys and along the way. But like I said, I'm always there to help you guys, and that's the attention I give. Is whenever you come in, I want to be there when you come in, when you can come in. Not only I can, you have to wait on me. And I know not everyone, can come in at certain times or all the time be here because of the work places. So I want to make sure that I'm there when you come in. So overall, team, like I said, have a nice day, and I see you guys tomorrow in our chat, whoever in the chat. But anything, please always, like I said, join our team. We provide the best content down. I've been in so many chats, and you will not get any better than us. Especially the guidance from your mentor, your teacher, the one that teaches you, like how to do things. Like I said, how to navigate to what we're focused in. And whenever we're trading, I don't know. I mean, you guys seen it. Like we all stay focused in the same picture. We don't try to, if you want to trade something else, that's fine. Like I'm never gonna stop you, but I'm always gonna help you read that if you need help reading your own ways. But as you can see, we always try to focus in the same, same area, the same ticker, so we're not everywhere. And yeah, we don't want to, this guy tell me this guy tell me that, and all this and that. We're trying to, if someone brings tickers in and I like it, I'll go over it and then I alert it for the team, and and the team knows it, and we pretty much start attacking it, and we want to make sure that we focus in it. So like so yeah, that'll be all for now, and I guess I'll see you guys, everyone. That'll probably be the third time that I said this, but yeah, peace.